Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Leah Przemski back here. This is going to be another episode for my CD pickups. This is CD pickup number 11, I believe. I don't know, I've lost track. It'll say correctly in the title which CD pickup it is. But yeah, so like I said in my last video of my recent CD pickups, there will be 2 more follow-ups to this. So I have some CDs here for you guys. Before we start the video, please like, comment, rate, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And one more thing, I'm wearing my playing guitar shirt, and it has a bunch of guitars on the back. It says these are a few of my favorite strings. So yeah, so let's get into the video. So I have a couple CDs here for you guys. So this one, like I said in my most recent video, where I showed this CD, Chuck Berry Rockin' at the Hops, you will recognize the next CD if you recognize this CD from the Rolling Stones, something regarding the Rolling Stones. This was the album I believe Mick Jagger had under his arm at the Dartford train station when they were going to art school, where Keith Richards and Mick Jagger first met before they started the Rolling Stones. So they had this album that was under Mick's arm, and then they had this album, the Best of Muddy Waters. Hard to see, but his face is there. Yeah, it's hard to see. But this is the album that Keith had. So yeah, and there's the back. Some good songs off of here. I Just Want to Make Love to You. I believe the Rolling Stones did a cover of this on the Ed Sullivan Show. I know they did a cover of it, but I think it was on the Ed Sullivan Show, if I'm correct. Honeybee, Rolling Stone, which I believe is where they got their name from. The Rolling Stones. And then Hoochie Coochie Man, one of my favorites by Muddy Waters. I Can't Be Satisfied, Still a Fool, I Can't Be Satisfied, and Rolling Stone, Hoochie Coochie Man, and honestly my favorite Muddy Waters song in general, I Want You to Love Me. Or no, sorry, I Just Want to Make Love to You. But there is a song on here called I Want You to Love Me. But I Just Want to Make Love to You is the first track. This is the back of it. And then open the inside for you guys. I believe it's on Chess Records since it says Chess up there. So yeah. So there's that one. Again, goes along with this album. And then this is the side. So if you want to see more of this, check out my last video. So yeah. So yep, Muddy Waters album. Let's move on. So next up, this album this album I had on CD. I had it before, and I had it for the longest time. I loved it. I overplayed it so much, and I've heard songs from the band before, and I've really started to get into them and like them. This is before now. And I got this album, I don't remember where I got it, probably, Target, Walmart, and those little bins. They're like $5, $10, however much. So I picked it up and I overplayed it so much, and then we had a yard sale, I think it was like 3 years ago, and I sold a couple of my CDs. A lot of them were stuff I didn't care to listen to anymore, like Kids Bop and other stuff. So this was one of the CDs I ended up selling, and I regretted it, so I ended up getting it again. So it is Imagine Dragons Night Visions. Started getting into this band again and listening to some of their other stuff. Not necessarily their more popular stuff, like Not Radioactive and other songs. I really like I'm not a huge fan. I'm the same way with a lot of bands, like these guys like I am with the Rolling Stones. Like, I like their stuff that they recorded way in the beginning versus the stuff they recorded more recently. So here's the inside of it. So like with the Rolling Stones, I not that I don't like it, but I prefer to listen to, I would rather listen to, let's put it this way, sorry, I prefer to listen to stuff they did with like Brian Jones and while Ian Stewart was still with them, and even before like Bill Wyman, like when Dick Taylor was with them, and then even like some of the stuff they did with Mick Taylor, that stuff, it's okay, but I still like the Brian Jones stuff they did with Brian Jones. So yeah, and then you get into them with Ronnie Wood from the Faces. So yeah, so I like the older stuff with all bands, but that's like the newer stuff, the stuff that first came out. So I like, you know, Underdog, Bleeding Out, Nothing Left to Say, Rocks, Tiptoe, It's Time, Demons, Amsterdam, and lots of good songs over here. So Imagine Dragons, Night Visions, and then we have another Imagine Dragons album. This is Smoke and Mirrors. Here's the back. Hard to see, sorry. It's dark. And then there's the side. And then, so I really like the first song on here, Shots. I love that song. Gold, that's a good one. Smoke and Mirrors, that one's okay. I really like I Bet My Life. Polaroid, that's another good one. It Comes Back to You, probably have that song memorized. The Fall, I mean, there's so many good songs on here. It's one of those albums where it's like what you might call like a good album, perfect album, a gold album, or whatever, where there's all good songs in there. There's not really a song on there that you don't like. So that's kind of how I feel about this album. A lot of the Rolling Stones albums. Cough, cough. So yeah, Imagine Dragons, Smoke and Mirrors. And then next up we have Genesis, Invisible Touch. I've had this sitting in my collection for about a month and a half now, and I never did a new CD pickup video, so it's been sitting. So I've had it for a while, but just never put it in a video. So here it is. And then here's the inside. Really like the CD print on the disc. Good songs over here. Invisible Touch, obviously. Tonight, Tonight, Tonight. I mean, they're all good songs. Planet Confusion, Anything She Does. Throwing It All Away. They're all good songs. I named like literally all of them but two. So Genesis, Invisible Touch. And then next up, we have a Keith Richards solo album. I have the first solo album I got by him was, I can't remember the name, Cross-Eyed Heart. So, where is that? I'll get it for you. So, here's Cross-Eyed Heart. And, if you saw my last video, I showed his other, album, Talk Is Cheap, so. Sorry. So, this is his solo, one of his other solo albums, one of 4, I believe. This is Main Offender. So there's the back. It's kind of dark. So got songs off of here: Wicked as It Seems, Eileen, Body Talks, Hate It When You Leave. So yeah. And then here's the inside. I really like when they make the CDs black. I know. I think he has another CD on one of his other albums that's black. I believe it's Cross-Eyed Heart. Yeah, it's Cross-Eyed Heart. So Keith Richards, Main Offender. And then the last one is Keith Richards, Vintage Vinyls. So yeah, I wrote a Rolling Stones fanfiction, and this is kind of this cover kind of inspired the story. So yeah, it's called Alex and the Rolling Stones. there's a boy named Alex in the story, so that's where the Alex part comes from, and then obviously the Rolling Stones, it's kind of self-explanatory. So it opens up like this. So, yep, and I guess it has songs from Talk Is Cheap and Main Offender combined into this, which you got Vintage Finals. So there was this album cover was basically the inspiration for that story that I wrote, which was almost 150 chapters. It was 149 chapters. So, yeah. So that's kind of where that story started from, was this picture right here, Keith carrying this little glass of vodka or whatever it is. I don't know, it's hard to tell because it's in black and white, but that's where the story inspired from. So, yep. So, this is the last one. So, if you guys liked the video, please comment, rate, like, and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed my little random tidbit about my Rolling Stones fan fiction. Yeah, comment, like, and subscribe if you liked the video, and see you guys in the next video, which probably be CD pickup number 13, I believe. So this was CD pickup number 12, I believe. So that's it for now, and thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it, and stay musical, rock on. See you guys in the next video. Bye.